Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.co.uk, back again with another Ferrero project or gift box project for you. And this time it was inspired by two projects really. This one, which is a card I did the other week, which is a buckle closure card, and I did a box that closed in the same way. And I wondered whether I could do one that was a different orientation. So here we go. It's using a couple of new products as well on here. The first one is the Stampin' Blends, which I've used to colour, and the other one is it's not new, but it's fairly new to me, and that's the Home Life stamp set, which I've used to create my own sort of DSP or patterned card. I've just used the single stamp on this because I thought that was sufficient, but it comes with all these other stamps that layer up together, so it may well be that we give it a go on camera and see how it looks if we use two of the stamps. So to start off with then, I'm going to do it all in centimetres. I will try and work out inches for you. And I'm using the thick, very vanilla cardstock here because I'm using the watercolour card for the colouring. So you're going to need a piece of card that is 19.5 by 21 centimetres. And you're going to score the long edge, that's the 21 centimetre edge, at 3.5, 7, 14 and 17.5. Then you're going to score the slightly shorter edge to start off with at 1 centimetre. Turn it round, and then we're going to go at 4.5, at 15, at 18.5. And you can stamp first if you wanted to, or you can do the stamping afterwards. The downside of stamping afterwards is that it shows the score lines a bit more, but to be honest with you, on a fairly open pattern it actually doesn't matter too much. So I've got my stamp mounted on a large block, and because it's a large stamp I'm taking the ink pad to the stamp, and then the sections that we're going to see are this sort of the cross shape. So I'm going to start off coming in like so. I'm working my way across, and because it's photopolymer, I mean the beauty is you can just see where you're stamping, which makes it easy to line up. I'm just going to do it almost in a grid shape really, because that's what's going to be visible. I'm using Rich Raspberry, and again I've chosen that because one of the new colour combinations available with our markers are light and dark Rich Raspberry, and I love this kind of deep plum shade with our vanilla cardstock. So you can see I'm just turning it around as I go around, just to get our pattern of coverage. So I'll pop the Rich Raspberry away. I'll do a quick scrub before I put that stamp away. Always useful, I always have this stuff to hand, and just a reminder that this side with the raindrops is your wet side. Would be a good idea to move my cardstock out of the way, wouldn't it? And then, now you do get staining on photopolymer stamps. It really doesn't matter, it doesn't make any difference to their performance whatsoever, and some colours, the reds in particular, do stain more than others, but as I said, you know, it doesn't make any difference to their performance. So what I'm going to do is come in with this one, which is the little flowers. Let's see how we go. As you can see, a pristine stamp set. I don't have many of those in my house. The reason it's pristine, I have to say, is because actually I won it in a recent Stampin' Up event that I went to. So You'll see this one, you can see the house shape a little bit more actually on that. Now the difficulty I'll have now, of course, is lining it up with where it's supposed to be, because I haven't a clue. Let's give it a go though. And to be honest with you, actually it won't matter too much because we've just got a pretty effect. Okay, that's all right. We can just add those in and around and overlay them slightly. Okay. So yes, if you were doing the formal kind of one that goes with the dies with this, obviously you'd probably only be doing one anyway, so you'd be able to line it up because you'd remember which orientation you've got your house in, because it has got this sort of chimney shape up here. But as I was freestyling it a bit, you know, always good to do something a bit different. Is it a bit busy? Maybe. Perhaps not enough contrast, maybe a paler colour, I'm not sure. But hey, here we go. Pop the ink pad out of the way, pop my stamp out of the way before I get it all over myself, which is my usual one. And now we need to come and fold and burnish on our score lines. So bone folder at the ready, and as always we fold away from where we've scored. And once we've folded and burnished those, we're going to do some trimming. And the ones that you want to really burnish is that little middle section there, because that's going to be folding back to itself. So once you've done that, so this is our long edge. So you're going to trim, like so. So down either side of the longer section, trim away the little tabs and trim away on either edge to make our tab. So do the same again on the other side, so all the way down straight on the long tab, then at an angle on either side, and then cut away the little tab. And then on these ones I'm just coming at about a centimetre, and then just angle those slightly. If you cut those off, it doesn't matter. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to leave them in place. It makes it a little bit more tricky to fold closed, but it does help keep it closed. So again, we're kind of doing our inch-ish and tabbing those out. Sometimes it is easier to fold things out of the way. And then obviously to decorate I've used the Beautiful You stamp set, which is lovely. Such a pretty stamp set, and it's got some lovely, I mean, although I'm not using a sentiment on this box, it has got some really lovely sentiments in as well. Not very chatty today really, perhaps because I probably tend not to chat too much on videos, partly because I'm concentrating, partly because I'm usually trying to get through the project within my designated stuff maximum of 20 minutes, because you don't want to watch me for any longer than 20 minutes. But sometimes it's just a quiet time. And usually, I say, mainly because I'm concentrating. So, you will have something that looks like this when you have finished. Oh, I need to trim those tabs. So once you have done that, let's get it glued together. So, box making, let's get our fuse in play. So, plenty of fuse on those 4 tabs and try and get it as close to the edge as you can. And then you're going to put fuse down that top tab there. Then again, just fold our box up. So lining those sides up. And same there. And then this top one folds in. And if you remember, if you've watched any other videos, you'll see we come in with our bone folder on the inside and really reinforce, like so. So that then is our box that folds in like so. Okay, so once we've got our box, what I've then done is I've die cut out of the thick Whisper White cardstock an oval, and I've done that. I've taped them with some washi tape and sort of added a bit of powder to the inside so it doesn't stick to the card, so that I get the same oval. That's in case I want to do a layer, which I actually decided not to. Now on this one, put your oval on first, so add your glue to just half of it. I'm using Tombow because of the wiggle room, so add it to half. And the reason I say put this on first is because on mine it isn't quite centred. It's much easier to centre this first. And not do what I've just done, which is, there we go. So, once you've done that, it's in place. And the beauty of Tombow is obviously you can use an adhesive rubber to get rid of that afterwards. Then we're going to, while that's drying, I'm going to stamp our lady. So the first thing you're going to need to do is use Memento ink, and which I have put away somewhere. Okay, if you can see my craft desk now, okay. Right, whereas I can't find, there it is. I can now find my Memento. So ink your lady up really well, and I've just die cut a Stitch Shapes oval. There you go. Nice firm pressure, don't rock it. And then using our brush tip markers, come in with your lightest colour first, and you really want to saturate this with colour because that's how you'll get the blending. So I'm just going over that. And they've got a bullet tip as well as a brush tip. So I'm just going to go over that, and let's colour our hat as well. Then come in with the darker colour, and as I say, you've got a bullet tip here, so you can come in sort of quite firmly around the edges. And that's where it's good for doing sort of those creases and shadows. And then as I say, if you imagine that where the light is coming from and where's going to be shadow, so I'm going to sort of imagine the light's coming sort of from the front. And I'm just going, so we're going to have some sort of highlights in the middle there. So with her hat, we'll just leave like so, and just make it darker underneath. And then to blend, you just come over again with the lighter one, and that will just take away the sort of pen marks. You know, like a lot of people, I'm learning still, but I do love the effect with these. It just gives that beautiful tone. We've then got lovely ivory sort of skin tone here for our ladies' hands. And there we have a lovely lady. So next I'm just going to pop an oval of rich raspberry onto the front of a oval of Very Vanilla. And by having the layers, it just gives you that build up, which makes it nice and substantial. And then I'm just going to adhere that to the top. Okay. And just to apply a bit of pressure, good old hand on the top there. Okay, so you've got your nice oval. Hopefully this, so now close your box and add glue to the side that you're going to adhere. And then come in over the top and fit your oval in like so. don't put gluey fingers on, which is what I've just done. Oh dear, I'm having fun today. Right, it will stay. Doesn't want to stay today, does it? Okay, let's try it the other way. Put a bit of pressure on it. There, like so. Right, now it's in place, leave it to dry. Keep your fingers out of the way. And you will, at the end of it, end up with a box that you can fill with a gift of Ferrero Rocher and creating your own DSP very quickly and simply using the Home Life stamp set. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to order any products, please visit my shop, heidismith.stampinup.net, or go onto my blog and follow the links there. Bye for now, and come back and see me again soon. Bye.